Okay, everyone, I'm back. I just wanted to make this video real quick before going to work here in a couple of hours. I work here early. It's already pretty late. I should be in bed, but I take a lot of naps, and I end up having time at night where I don't sleep. I'm just awake. But I wanted to make this video real quick, and I'm gonna lower down the sound, everything. But I wanted to make a video about, and it's just a short video. I've been thinking about it lately. I've been thinking about this lately so much, especially in this job that I'm having right now. But I know it's just like a monetary job, temporary job or whatever. And it's like how humiliating it is to work. Well, not like work, because we're gonna have to work regardless. Even if you get rich, you're gonna have to work to maintain your richness or whatever, your net worth. But it's just so freaking humiliating, and it's so like, it's like a bull-licking thing. You have to be a bull-licker towards your bosses, and you have to make them look good. You can't make them look bad, because you make them look bad, they'll start hating you. You can't like outsmart them, because if you outsmart them, they'll feel in danger. And it's just so freaking humiliating. It feels like a humiliation ritual sometimes, honestly, because it's like they don't scream at me, honestly. They have never screamed at me, or they have never made me feel like that. But it's just sometimes it's just like, oh my God, it's just constant stuff. And then they keep adding rules to your job sometimes. And it's just like, what are we doing? What are we doing here? What are we doing? Especially now, these jobs, they're trying to milk us. That's what they're really trying to do. They're trying to milk us. Like, I work 10 hours a day, 4 days a week. It's 40 hours, Sometimes we work the Fridays, and it's like 48 hours or 50 hours sometimes. And it's just like, oh my God. And then it's a warehouse job. I'm part of like the maintenance area or something like that, right? So it's not as hard for me. I'm just really focused on just maintaining the warehouse, working right and doing stuff like that. But it gets so freaking tiring, because they'll move you here and there, and like I'm saying, they'll milk you. Like, they really want to milk you. The people they pack, they're like telling them they have to get a lot of, like, boost production. They keep on boosting production. And what I'm seeing that's happening right now, and it's gonna keep on happening, not only in my job, but just in jobs in general, is they're gonna keep using us just to buy machinery. They buy machinery, then they'll kick you out, Like, they're just doing stuff like that. It's kind of like the Willy Wonka movie, where the guy that's like packing the chocolates gets replaced by this machine that packs the chocolates for him. And that's really what I'm seeing that's going on right now. So right now we have to get into, if you're not really see yourself, as, I don't know, something like an influencer, or like, wait, this is a rap? This is crazy. I don't know what that is. But my bad. But if you don't see yourself, like, if you don't have a plan, and you don't want to do construction, you don't want to, I think getting into those type of jobs, like repairing just the machineries that are coming out for warehouses, that's gonna be the future. Because they're gonna replace us. AI is gonna replace us, but I'm getting off track. That's later on. But I'm just saying, working sometimes it's just a humiliation ritual. You have to be your best behavior for your boss. It's kind of like school sometimes. I feel like it's just school, especially in a warehouse area. That's typically school environment. That's sadly the environment that I'm in right now. But just like you have to be bullying them. You have to make them look good constantly. Because you don't make them look good, they'll get rid of you. Honestly, on the quicks, they'll get rid of you. They don't care. Like I'm saying, look at my town. That's where it's gonna be. It's gonna be a beautiful town. Like I'm saying, they'll milk you, then they'll get rid of you. That's what they want to do. Especially these warehouse areas, humiliation rituals for sure. And I don't know about construction. I've never worked construction. Maybe later on I'll work it. Not right now. But what my dad has told me, it's just like a constant thing. It's just like a fighting environment. But that's a lot of testosterone in those jobs too. It's too much testosterone. Over here, it's more of a feminine environment. Even the men, they're so feminine, and it's sad. Like they'll be snitching, they'll be complaining about you, they'll be doing all these petty weird stuff. I'm not gonna say I'm a kid, but when I started working there, I was 20, so I was still not considered an adult, basically, right? Well, I was 18, but the United States, you're considered an adult till you're 21, right? We're gonna say that. And I just had these guys hating on me, and they're still hating on me because they see that then I just play my role. I play my role, and that's the thing. You gotta play your role. But it gets so tiring playing that role. It's just like, oh my God, am I gonna have to do this for the rest of my life till I'm 65? I really have to get into something. And that's where we're gonna talk about later on. Getting into saving money, buying stocks, buying assets that are, you can have in real life, like gold, silver, stuff like that. But we'll talk about that later on. But working, bro, just even just getting there, like, and this is what happens to me, and it probably happens to a lot of people. But I worked, like I've only had 2 jobs my whole life, and ever since I was 18, right? So I have 2 jobs since I was 18. I never worked in fast food. I never had those high school jobs because my dad provided me money, right? So I'm talking about these 2 jobs. I've worked them for, the first one I worked it since 18 till 20. So I worked it for 2 years, right? And after the first year, but I did go through a traumatic event. I lost my mother when I was 18. So that also did make me kind of grumpy at that job. And it was a small warehouse. But after the first year, it was so freaking, just like I would hate getting there. I would just despise even being there. And right now, I'm getting to that point in this job. But I still enjoy doing my job. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I still enjoy it. I still do it. I love doing my job. But it's just like, damn. It's just, I don't know. Maybe sometimes we need something new. But I don't know. And I don't know if this happens to anyone else. Maybe it's just me. But right now, we'll keep on playing the role. You have to play your role. Always play your role. That's what I told my coworker. You have to play your role, bro. Don't overstep your boundaries, because sometimes he tries to overstep the boundaries. I'm like, I get you, bro. I'll keep playing my role. And I hope everyone knows. But it just gets gets tired, gets tiring.